The Timeline is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Now, last week's Twitter was not as exciting as the past 2 weeks. And someone was not having that. So they decided, well, let us start Ugandan Twitter versus Rwandese Twitter. Or Rwandan Twitter. What's the right way to say it? Well, I'm Agut Daudi, and welcome to The Timeline. We shall deal with the spellings later. Welcome. Ugandan Twitter. My God. Shout out to the person who was clever enough to say, you know what, you can be vain comfortably for a day in this Uganda versus Rwanda looks competition. Now, we're going to be like that parent who thinks their child is incredibly talented, even when they're, so we'll not focus on Rwanda. We'll focus on Uganda. The pictures were, oh my God, absolutely fire. Speaking of Uganda, we're also not very famous for keeping time. Something else we're not very famous for is keeping our deadlines. UCC said you have 7 days to register your SIM card. It said there will be no extensions. And then there were extensions. Our deadline now has a deadline. Now, we personally think that UCC is setting a horrible precedent, and the government is setting a horrible precedent by always extending deadlines. They're telling people that it is not important to keep the promises you have made. No wonder our politicians just always extend their deadlines of delivery. So we want to ask you on the question, is it prudent for them to continue extending their deadlines, or should we have a iron hand stance on some of these things? Go to our Facebook and our Twitter, that is at the Timeline 256, and let us know what you think. Do you remember Holy Rice? We did an episode of it here at the Timeline. Now, of course, we thought that there was something that was holier than Holy Rice, the good book, the Bible. But turns out, according to Pastor Vujingo, if it has the word Holy Ghost, it is not holy enough. It is Illuminati. It comes from the devil. And therefore, he encouraged, people to just go on and ban their Bibles if they contain the word Holy Ghost. This got Christian Twitter, Christian social media talk. We didn't even know they came out like that, except for on Sundays when they're tweeting what's happening in church. But they came out with all their opinions about this, some for, some against. Now, KoiKoi encourages you to share your country under the hashtag KoiKoiUG to let the world know and to break those stereotypes. And you can do that properly with Juza because they are back and they give you up to 100% bonus data. For 50 MB, you get 20% extra data. For 100 MB, you get 50% extra data. And for anything above 100 MB, you get 100% extra data. So dial *150 *3 *1 hash and Juza. Now, of course, MTN is also bringing other great things like the MTN App Challenge. So if you're out there and you're an innovator, you're creating some cool apps. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys do things all the way from Yoza to a lot of cool stuff that can help this country. Feel free to submit your entry before the 28th of April. Go to our Facebook page and our Twitter handle. All the details will be there, where you can submit and how you can submit. Otherwise, from the team that puts it together, goodbye, God bless, happy surfing, and see you next time.
The Timeline was brought to you by
Juicer is back! Dial *150*3*1# to join and get more MB when you load 50 MB or more.
MTN, everywhere you go.